Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. How are you doing today? I hope my connection is going to be better today. Yesterday, right at the end of the video, I was having connection issues. It kept saying finish, broadcast trouble. So I was already done the card, so I didn't come back, but I think you guys got the gist of it yesterday. If you have any questions about any of the cards that I do, please reach out. I'd love to help you if you have need any more information. Good morning, Kathy. Hello, hello. It is a bright sunny day. We've got blue skies here, but I think it's still very cold. Not very cold. I mean, it's like, I think it said -3, which is not too bad, but still lower than normal for this time of year. Hi, Krista. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Marie from Calgary. Thank you for being here. Hi, Leanne from Red Deer. Good to have you all with me. Oh my goodness, I am super excited about this card. This card is another interactive card using the Hooray for Surprises. We all love surprises, right? I giggled yesterday. Joy was sharing how she likes some surprises. I love your comments, you guys. You make me smile. I agree with you. I like surprises to a point, but surprise parties tend to, throw you for a loop a little bit, especially if they're a true surprise and you're not expecting and no one's given you any little inkling of, you should have a shower or do your hair or be ready for this or something, right? So those type of surprises are a little shocking. But still, nonetheless, we do have good memories of surprises, hopefully. Okay, so this card, I really think you're going to like this one, and you're going to be able to slip a lot of, it's not just greetings we can hide under those interactive parts, right? Hi, Donna from the East. Hello, hello. You can put greetings. The stamps are designed to go underneath the interactive parts, and they have pull tabs that you pull off and to expose the greeting. But if you use your imagination, there's a lot of other things you can put under those pull tabs, right? So I really think that these dies, I haven't seen them used a lot, but this time whenever I sit down and play with the dies, I fall in love with the products. So if you've bought Stampin' Up! Stuff, some people say to me, oh, I bought Stampin' Up! Stuff years ago and I threw the bag in my closet, I haven't looked at it. Pull it out and just start playing with it. That's where the magic happens, is when you start playing with your stuff, you get ideas, right? It's like this positive reinforcement. You start to play, you start to ink up stamps, and things happen. Things happen in your mind. It's just, I don't know what you call it. It's dopamine or something. Anyway, it's relaxing, and it is encouraging to yourself to start playing with things. So as the weeks go on, and I start with a bundle on Monday, by Friday, if I wasn't feeling it, sometimes, usually I buy the bundles I love, of course, right? But sometimes I challenge myself with bundles. I'm like, I'm not sure about this one. This is one of them. This bundle is one of them that I was like, okay, at first I had to figure out how to use it, right? And then I'm like, oh my goodness. Once I started figuring it out, now I'm in love. And now my imagination is just like going crazy, because I'm like, what other stuff can I put behind these hidden doors? So I hope you're enjoying this week. Hooray for Surprises is carrying over into the new catalog that goes live on May 1st. However, it won't be 10% off. So you want to grab it now. That's why I'm featuring it in April, so that I can show you how amazing it is. So you can put in one item code and save 10%, right? But you know what? If you're waiting for May, you can get these products separately. Absolutely. But I always love a good deal, so that's why I like to share. All right, so I'm gonna put my coffee down and over here, away from my desk, and we're gonna flip the camera and get started on my Thursday card, my card number 4. My camera seems to want to slip down on me. Sometimes that happens when the knobs aren't tightened. So I think it's ready to go. My camera is ready to go. It's like, turn me already so we can get started. Hi, Dorothy. Hello, hello. Hi, Betty. Hello, Kathy. We have lots of Kathys with us today. Hello, Marlene from Edmonton. Hello, hello. Yes. Okay, let's get started. Oh, Barb says snowy Saskatchewan. Did you get our snow from yesterday? Did we get much snow yesterday? I can't even remember. Oh, the days all go together. I heard my husband, he works from home, and he was on a Zoom call, and I heard him saying something yesterday that's so true. He said, It's like we get 2 days of summer and then 3 days of winter. This is how it's been for weeks on end over here in Alberta. It's true. We get a little bit of summer and then and Mother Nature's like, psych, nope, the winter is back, right? For 2-3 days and then we're back to, it's like up and down, yo-yo. It's crazy. All right, let's flip the camera and get started on today's card. Here we go. Okay. Boom, there's that blue sky that I love, that Alberta sky. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's take a look. On my desk here, we have the bundle, my feature bundle of the week, and we have our code for this week. So if you spend a minimum $60, you're going to get these 5-card packages from me. If you bump your order up to 100, you're going to get, well, of course, you're going to purchase even more products, that fun products, and you're going to get one of my prepaid shipping boxes, my promotion for April. I'm stuffing those boxes full of all kinds of fun things that are retired things, gently used things, things that you can, maybe you've never seen before, but I'm sharing them with you. So I'm excited about that. All right, we have our bundle of the week is called Hooray for Surprises. It's on page 13 here in the mini catalog, the January to April mini catalog. The item code is 162858, okay, to save 10%. We've got all these like interactive dies here. You can see we've been playing with them all week. And card number 4, as promised yesterday, we're going to use this long die here. Kind of looks like a tongue depressor a little bit. It's a funky little design, but it has the cuts in the blade, the little splits to make it perforated. So you can do a little pull tab for the recipient. So we're going to play with that one today. And we're going to play with some of the wonderful paper. The Lighter Than Air 6x6 Designer Series paper is leaving, and let me just flip through. I have featured this several times here on my videos. It is such a beautiful, beautiful pack of paper. All the pastels. I can't say all pastels. They're not all pastel colors. There's some bright colors in here as well. And you get 48 sheets, and it's 6x6, and it's leaving. It is so adorable. You can use this for spring, for baby, for Easter, masculine, feminine. I really think this is an all year long kind of paper that you're going to love having in your collection. It's retiring. So grab a package of that. I did check. It is still available, but it's retiring. Also today I'm going to feature the Baker's Twine 3-color pack, which goes with this. It's a perfect match. You can get this right now as well. And this is carrying over. So the twine's carrying over, the paper is not. So just wanted to mention that. Now, we're going to bring in a base, card base. Let's bring in some pieces here. I'll share with you what I've got. I have a thick white card base, 4 1/4 by 11, scored in the middle at 5 1/2. So we're going to play with that as our base today. From the paper, the Designer Series paper, I've cut 2 of the rainbow diagonal stripes to be 1/2 inch by 5 1/2. So let's bring in my glue, and we'll get some glue on those. And we're going to put those right onto the card base, top and bottom. So here we go. Got our glue on there. Let's see. Make sure there's nothing on my cardstock. All right. So we're going to put this one up here at the top. Look at that. Sometimes you just need a little piece of paper. You don't need the whole thing. Just a little pop of color, both the top and the bottom. Line that up. That liquid glue gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, so that we've got that done. Easy peasy so far, right? Let's bring in the other supplies that I have. So I have a piece of window sheet, which is 3 inches by 5 1/2. And then I have 2 more sheets of basic white that measure the same. And I'm going to teach you now how to use this long die to make a template. So what we want to do is we're going to bring in this die, and we're going to cut this. I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but it's a window sheet, and I'm going to put one of these in your kit for you, okay? When you live in Canada and you order with me this week and you use this code, this is going to come with your card kit. So I've got a little bit of washi tape on here, and I don't know if you can see on the glass, but I'm just lining this up at the bottom of this piece, and the washi tape is going to make sure that it doesn't move. I'm going to run this through my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine to make myself a template. All right, so let's grab my platform here. And if you're new, welcome. I'm going to show you what we got. We got platform number 1, platform number 2, one of our number 3 plates, which is mine is well loved, but that it doesn't matter. It still works, right? All these cuts, that's what it's for. It's meant to be there. You cut into your plate number 3 so that you protect all the other plates that go with your machine. And then last but not least, we put another plate number 3 on the top, and we're going to run this through. All right. All the cracking sounds are normal. I'm going to go backwards as well. I went forward and back because we're cutting through plastic, right? We're cutting through a window sheet. So there we have it. So we're going to pull this off now. Let's gently take that off, and we can pop this out. Okay. So just pop it out because you still have those perforated pieces. So you got to really work a little bit to pop that out. Okay, let me move my machine for a second. And I want to show you, this is what it looks like, okay? So I'm just going to grab my Sharpie, and I'm going to write up here, template. Template, and this measures 3 inches by 5 1/2. So this is what's going to come. I'm going to send you, I have lots of these plastic sheets. I'm going to send you this one. So why would you want a template? Well, now when you go to make a card and you want to copy this card, you'll have your template to put on top of your white cardstock like this. Okay, so we're going to put that on top of the white cardstock. Then I'm going to take my die. I'm going to put this right on top of that cut that I just made, and you can actually feel it. The blades will go into position, and we're going to just use that washi tape to hold it in place. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out of the white. So I'm going to run this through the machine again. And this time it's going to cut the white cardstock, okay? So here we go. We're just going to go ahead here and place that on, and we're just going to do the exact same thing that I just did. And it's going to cut the white underneath. Crack, crack. All right, so now let's take a look at what we've got. So I can go ahead and pull the washi tape off and pull my die off and take my template away and see, boom, we've got our cut piece in the right spot. Now, why do we need a template? Why couldn't I just take the die and put it on the white? Well, here's why I need the template, because now I'm going to take my second piece of white and put this on here, and we're going to stamp our greeting. This is the background, okay? This is the surprise factor that your recipient is going to see. So we're just going to put the template on top of the white. Can you guys see that? I think you can see. I hope you can see. Give me a thumbs up if you can see what I'm doing here. So we're going to just use the template, and we're going to stamp in that middle part. All right, so now from the stamp set, oh, I see your thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Great. I'm happy you can see what I'm doing. So from this Hooray for Surprises stamp set, we're going to stamp, "You are simply amazing." So that's what's going to go in my track, and I'm going to bring in Azure Afternoon. So Azure Afternoon, open that up. And I think I put the edge of my thumb in there. Always got to have baby wipes close by so you can wipe that off. I'm dealing with white cardstock, so I got to be very conscious of like not getting ink on my fingers. That's really hard to do. Okay, so "You are simply amazing." We're going to stamp that in Azure Afternoon, and we're going to just make sure your template hasn't moved. I'm just going to hover over and then stamp straight down and straight up. Okay. So that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be there. Now I can take my template away. And now I know that this is going to be, when I put this piece on top, that's going to be my secret message underneath. So this part here, the stamp set has this open here stamp. Love that. So let's grab the open here, and I'm going to bring in Flirty Flamingo, and we're going to stamp on top of this tab to say "Open here," so that the recipient knows, okay, well, I guess I got to open this. So we're going to stamp "Open here." Boom, like that. Okay, isn't that fun? All right, so now we're just going to put these off to the side for a second. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. Then we'll come back to it and I'll show you how all of this goes together, and I'll show you what fun thing I'm going to put inside my card. So from the stamp set and the die set, I've gone ahead and I've cut out 3 of these cake dies, okay? Love photopolymer because you can get ahead of the game by cutting out your dies and then just stamping. So I did 3 of the cakes and I did 3 of this flower. Now we have a flower stamp that we can stamp on there as well, or you could just leave it the way it is. I think I'm just gonna leave my dies, just have cardstock. So this is why you need the bundle. So I'm gonna send you the white cardstock. You're gonna need to cut out 3 of these cake dies, okay? And then I've got my cake here and I'm gonna grab my chamois so that I can clean really quickly in between each color. So we're going to bring in Flirty Flamingo, Azure Afternoon, and my third color is going to be Highland Heather. You can see I've got my 3 little flowers cut out of those same colors. So we'll just do one at a time. Let's start off with Azure Afternoon, and we're just going to hover over. Now the silicone mat is my best friend. It's my friend because it helps me see. Putting that white cardstock on the glass, it's still not too bad, but I prefer to have my silicone mat underneath so I can see where I'm stamping. So I'm cleaning up my cake here. I'm going to go into Highland Heather. We'll do the same thing on the next one. Highland Heather, present, not present. Oh, cake. We need cake. I need cake. Highland Heather. And then we're going to do Flirty Flamingo. Look how pretty these colors go together. Oh, so nice. All right, stamp down and boom, there we go. We've got our 3 beautiful, yummy cakes. All right, so now we're just gonna move this up to the side. I'm gonna grab my dimensionals, flip these over, put a dimensional on the back of each one, and then I'll peel these off and we'll go ahead and bring back the front of the card. So this is the front of the card with that open here tab. So I'm going to pick up my little cakes and we'll put one right there. Let's put the Flirty Flamingo over here, right there. And I'm going to put the Highland Heather in the center. Okay, so there's the front of my card. Now these little flowers are going to be like decorations. And what I'm going to do with those is I thought I would bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. And I'm going to add a little dimension to these flowers. I'm going to pop them on here, and then I'm going to take your pick tool. I'm going to use the end with the cover. I'm just going to kind of press down just to give them a little, see how they popped up? So I'm just going to press them into my foam mat, make them a little bit 3-dimensional like that. Easy peasy. So then I'm going to add them to my coordinating cakes. I just put a little dab of glue on each cake like that. And grab my take your pick tool again. We can pick these up and put them onto the little dollop of glue. How fun is that? Look at that. We got tone on tone. We have, I mean, I could have mixed them up, give them a different color, but I'm really liking the color on color here. So there's our flowers on the little cakes. Tap them down, make sure they're gonna stay. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we can actually embellish this. Why not? I'm going to bring in my embellishment today is Festive Pearls. I'm so sad these are leaving, you guys. These are retiring and they're on sale. I think they're 30% off. You get a lot of these. In a package, you get 200 of these gems and you get gold, silver. It's like Pool Party and then Cherry Cobbler. And I've got multiple packages here. I've got an abundance of silver. So I'm going to use silver on my cards today. So we use 3 of these. And we'll put them right in the center of these flowers. And it just gives that little pop of bling to the cakes. Isn't that fun? Okay, so we'll put away the bling. And now we're going to do the fun part. We're going to put this card together. So let's bring back the card base. And don't need my silicone mat anymore. And we need our under piece, right? So when the person pulls that tab, they can get their message. But you know what? It's fun to put a gift in there too. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in, for all my Americans, this is my colorful Canadian dollars. We're going to put 20 bucks in here. You could put a check in there. You could put a lotto ticket in there. We're going to take this $20 and we're going to fold it up like this, okay? And guess what? I was sitting here. I'm like, how do I get this to stay folded? Use your bone folder and put some crease in that cash. Don't put any glue on the cash. You don't want to ruin it. We're just going to put that on there like that. And what I'm going to use, let me grab... okay, sorry, just reaching for my reverse tweezers. We're going to use those to put that onto my cash and hold that in place. Then from the twine, I'm going to bring in some Flirty Flamingo twine. We're going to tie that while that's holding on. We're just going to tie it up with a bow. Let's tie that money up. Did you think you were going to come and watch me tie up money today? Just tie it up with a bow like this. Boom. And then you can make it a little bit smaller. And I want those long strings because those are going to be little teasers for the recipient. So now I can take the tweezer off, and now I've got a nice little money package. Now that is going to go in here, and I'm going to put it right up here above the greeting like that. And I want those strings to dangle down because they're going to dangle out through this little opening right there. I'm going to feed them through that opening. All right. So how are we going to do this? Let's put our glue on the bottom part first. I think this is probably the easiest way. And I'm only putting glue on the very outside edge of this bottom piece right here. Now remember, when you get my card kits and you're like, wow, how do I make this card again? This video is your tutorial, okay? So this is your tutorial. You come back to the video, you can rewatch, pause as many times as you want to show you how to put this together. So here we go. We got the money. We got the money. And we're going to go ahead and put, you know what? Maybe what I should do is do this. Okay. We got to get the strings coming through. Otherwise, the money could just go missing inside the card, and the recipient will be like, what is this string? We need the string so that the twine, pardon me, proper term. We want that so that the recipient knows there's something in there. It's not just a nice message. There's something in there. So I'm just taking this. I'm going to hover over my bottom piece. Make sure I'm lining up one edge at a time. And we'll come around, press it down onto the glue. I've got the strings or the twine sticking out, so I'm happy with that. And now we've got a little bit of wiggle room with the glue. So let's just press it all down like this. So much fun. I think this is fun. Surprises are fun. I think surprises are more fun for the person doing the surprise, right? Because you don't know what the reaction is going to be. So here I am just going ahead, making sure this is all glued down. Now you can use tear and tape as well, right? So there's my nice, neat little package with the money in there. All right. So now we're going to put this onto the front of the card. It's all ready for the recipient to open it. I'm going to open it. I am going to open it for the video so that you guys can get the full effect here. But let's glue it down first so you can see what this card is going to look like when it's done. We're going to have this on the front, hover between the top and bottom like that. Okay. And then of course you still got the inside too, to put your happy birthday greeting and stuff like that. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and stamp the inside. All right. So the inside, we're going to stamp, hope your birthday is wonderful. Let's do that. Hope your birthday is wonderful. Let's open the card. We got those little tendrils sticking out. I love it. Hope your birthday is wonderful. Let's stamp with, I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. Hope your birthday is wonderful. Then, of course, you can bring in the cake. Bring in the cake. Stamp a cake down here. And then there's candles and flames, of course. You can use the other two colors. We can use the flame, and let's grab a candle. Let's do a candle in azure afternoon. Okay. And then for my flame, why not? Let's do flame and Flirty Flamingo just to keep it consistent. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay. So there's the inside. There's the front. let's do a little demonstration of what this is going to look like for the recipient when they get this. So when they get this card and they open it up, they're like, oh, we've got something hanging out. It says open here. Let's open this up. You are truly, absolutely amazing. And they're like, oh, what is this? And then boom, they get the money. It's the money. So what a fun interactive card, right? To way to hide your gift. What would you put in here? Would you put a lotto ticket? Would you put money like I did, a letter, a love letter? You're simply amazing. Now remember, on the video yesterday, I got interrupted, but what I was trying to show you is that you can put a little dab of glue. You can put like a couple of, maybe 2 or 3 dabs of glue. Let it completely dry. When Tombow glue completely dries, it stays tacky. Let me see if I can show you what I was trying to show you yesterday. So if your perforations cut through, or your card is not ruined, because it has, I have some scraps here I wanted to show you. I keep all these little pieces. One of them yesterday, yes, here it is. I was showing you, this is the one with the heart, okay? And I've got my sending lots of love, and you can see there's 3 dots of Tombow glue, and they are still tacky. See how it's stuck to my finger? That's because I let it air dry. If you let it completely air dry, you can put your piece back on the front, and then it is repositionable. So you can actually take this off and put it back on. So that's what you can do with this one, right? You could put a little dab of glue here, a little dab of glue there, maybe one at the end. You still got room for your twine to hang out. Let it completely dry. Annika says, you can send this card to me, no problem. So then you can put this back on. Maybe you glue your card shut and you're like, oh my God, I forgot to put the prize in there. Or you want to reuse the card. There's an idea, right? Reduce, reuse, and recycle. You can put this back on by using Tombow glue. Remember to let it air dry first. If you put your dabs of glue and you stick this back on, it's going to be glued shut. You will have to ruin it to be able to lift it off. But the trick with this one is that I let those little dabs of glue air dry, and now they are repositionable. I did this years ago for an advent calendar I made for my kids. The little door that opens and closes. It drove me bonkers to think that the doors would all be open. So what I did was on the little opening of the door, I put a little tiny bit of Tombow glue. I let it dry, and then the doors could be open for the kids to get their treats, but then I could close them and you could see the decorative door covering. So that's my little tip about this card. And I just love, I mean, who doesn't love to get money in a card, right? Like such fun way to have your gift presented like that. So there we go, my friends. I hope you like that one. I'm just having a blast playing with these dies, honestly. Like secret doors, trap doors, like it's so fun. What would you hide underneath yours? I mean, you could put a picture, a photograph, as I mentioned, a lotto ticket, a ticket to a trip. Maybe someone's buying you, you're going to buy someone a trip somewhere, or tickets to a concert, anything, right? Anything goes in here. Anything flat that you can flatten and put in there. How about a treat? You could put a flat chocolate bar in there or something, right? Lots and lots of ideas. I'm sure you can come up with 1,000 yourself as well. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Surprises are fun. Thanks, Sylvia. Thanks, Lois. Yeah, it is a fun one. I had a blast. You will have to make 2 cards, Krista says. Yeah, well, you can make 2 cards, or you can just do as I mentioned with the glue, right? Let it dry. Good morning, Sophia, Maria. Thank you for being here. Barb says, cute way to gift a gift of money. Yes, right? Yeah, you could, oh, great idea. You could slip a gift card up in there. Absolutely. Now remember, like I made my panel 3 inches by 5 1/4. I could have made it the whole card front. I could have brought this down a little bit. It depends on where you put your panel, right? So don't forget, I'm going to send you a template, but you can make your own templates. This is my template that I will keep with my stamp set, and then I'll know that I put the size up here with a Sharpie, 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. So that's how I know to cut the paper. So I had a blast making this card with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and don't forget to come back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Mountain Time for another fun card, a fun fold card. Friday is Fun Fold Friday. Can you believe we're going to be at Friday already? This week has flown by. All right, take care, everyone. Marlene says 3. You will have to make 2 cards. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and read your comments. All right, take care, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for Fun Fold Friday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.